Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing to you weekly reading vlog number 194. So, guys, I see Cole this week. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I don't even really know how to act at this point. It is currently Monday night. I will be seeing him by this time. It's actually 8:51, so by this time I've got off the plane. That is depending on whether Birmingham security is okay. If you don't know, and hopefully it's long gone and everyone's like mental now, it's gone, it doesn't happen, it's not happening anymore. The security there has been so bad this week that there are like 3-hour queues for security, but I can only check in 2 hours before my flight. So like, not because of me, because of them. So I'm so scared I'm gonna miss that flight. It will be on the screen now whether I miss that flight. I've just thought if it all goes smoothly, I'm gonna feel fine. If it was chaotic, I'm not even gonna want to watch this content back. So let's hope it was fine. But yeah, that's happening. If all goes well, I will see Cole in 3 days from now. I'll be with him now. I'll have got off the plane, I'll be waiting for my bag. That is, oh my god. I went out today and got my nails done. It does not want to focus on them, but here they are. Quite happy with these. So that has been my evening so far. It's nearly 9 o'clock, as I said. I need to read this before I go away. I also have library books I wanted to read, and I've read 2 out of 6. And I need to return them on Wednesday because they're going to then be late if I can't renew them. So my plan now, get in pyjamas, sit and read as much of this as physically possible. I've got 400 pages left. I've done 400 pages in a night before. I know I'm not going to, but I'm going to try my absolute hardest because I want to finish this before I go away. It's not looking like I'm going to manage any more audiobooks. And I was doing 30 books in 30 days. I'm not giving up on that. I don't think it's going to happen anymore, but I'm not giving up. I think I finished, it's the 17th. I think I finished 12. I finished 13 now, and we're on the 17th. And what I have just done, I've gone onto my library app and I've borrowed the first 4 books in the Every Heart a Doorway series, Way with Children. I've downloaded the audiobook of the first 4 of those, and combined they're only 18 hours. So that's 9 hours listening, 4 books. I'm gonna try and get through one tomorrow. Hopefully that's an easy way that I can carry on ticking off books. I said I wasn't going to listen to books just for the sake of it, but I am interested by that series. I have the first one on my shelves. Oh, it's out of sight, it's right at the top. But yeah, I have the first one, so I'm going to listen to them. If I don't like them, I will stop. I won't just listen for the sake of listening, but that is a way I'm going to try and amp back up through the numbers, seeing as I'm battling a 700-page book. I am enjoying this. I have found that there are too many points of view, because I'm waiting for something to happen with our main character, and every time I think it's going to happen, we spend the next 60 pages in other points of view. I want to go back to her. I want to see what's happening with her. I don't think I've really forged a relationship with the other characters enough to care about what they're doing. I want to know what she's doing. So I don't know, is that my fault or is it Sarah J Maas's fault? Who knows. But yeah, 400 pages to go. I'm gonna get in bed now and get reading. So this vlog is gonna have a lot of stuff, a lot of holiday content, seeing Cole again. I've got butterflies. I've got butterflies, what can I say? The majority of this week will be traveling or with Cole. Here we go. It is much later on Tuesday and I have got all of my content pre-edited, scheduled for my trip away. So I now have videos scheduled until the 9th of July, which is fantastic. I've got at least 2 videos a week. So happy it's done. But that means I haven't read yet tonight. I did finish, while I was starting all this, the audiobook for Every Heart a Doorway. I found this hardback copy, really wanted it because these books are so cute. I knew I'd read this book and didn't like it. Originally I gave it 2 stars, but then I read the sequel and gave it 3.5. And I was like, maybe I need to go back and read this again. I'm gonna buy the physical copy because I've seen it and it's a good deal, but we're gonna hope that I like it again when I read it again. I read it again, 2 stars. I don't like this book. There's something about this book that I don't vibe with. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's okay. We don't have to like every book, even with how popular this is. So I listened to the audiobooks so I could read another book. I'm going to continue on with the series because I enjoyed book number 2, so I want to see how the rest of them go. That one's done. And it also is the first book on my next unhaul because I filmed an unhaul video. Empire Storms, we're on page 373. I'm gonna make a cup of tea now, get in bed and get cracking on this, see how much I can read tonight. I only want to be awake for like 3 more hours, so we'll see how it goes. It is taking me some time, especially because I'm writing notes. I get a little bit distracted with these as well. Is it on track to be a 5-star? Maybe. Maybe it is. It's for the content. It's for the content. Guys, I haven't done it in time. Empire Storms. I'm currently on chapter 53, so page 494, and I need to go to bed. It's like 8 p.m. on Wednesday. I need to get up at 3 to shower. I can't read. I need to go to bed. I'm going to be too exhausted if I don't. I have found an ebook that I can read from to finish this off, because I don't want to just stop reading this book. I feel like when I'm on the plane, if I know that I have a charger, because I don't know yet that I'll have a charger, I can finish it then. But I can't stay up and read this. I mean, I could sit and read 200 pages, and that would take me, what, 4 hours. I could stay up till midnight and just have a nap, but I need to go to bed. I am so stressed about this airport situation. If I haven't talked about it in the vlog, Birmingham is having just chaos because of, they're saying it's because of liquid changes. It's not, it's because of a crappy airport right now. But yeah, I just don't need to pile the stress on. I need to go to bed. So I'm gonna FaceTime Cole for a little bit, and then I'm going off to bed. I'm exhausted. Get up at 3 to shower, and then I'll be on my merry way by 4. I need sleep. I'm like excited, but a level of stress where I'm not actually excited yet. I'll be excited when I get on my second plane tomorrow. Will I get over my fear of public vlogging tomorrow? I don't know. Maybe I'll try and talk to the camera a little bit. So Grandad's just dropped me off. Thanks, Grandad.
Saving the money.
Hello, it is like 8 AM on Friday and I'm in Cole's bedroom. This is just nuts to me. I can't believe I'm back here. It's crazy. Oh, what have we done? I've had like a wild 24 hours. The flight kind of sucked. It was so long. I just was uncomfortable the whole time. I did read a whole book though, which I've put down somewhere. I read the entirety of Happenstance by Tessa Bailey, and if you had any doubts about this book, it's just porn. Like, it genuinely is. It's a woman and she meets 3 guys at one time, and she continues to know the 3 guys at one time. That is pretty much it. Saying that, I gave it 4 stars. I did actually think it was quite well written. I like Tessa Bailey's writing, so it's very easy to read, but it was like, don't go in expecting something lovely and sweet like other Tessa Baileys. It's just, yeah. So I'm gonna hand this to my friend Terry today, because we're gonna go to the pool. So I'm gonna hand her this book because she is more down that vibe. I'm not giving it to the mother-in-law. I can't. But then a book I have been given to read by the mother-in-law. She wants it back, which obviously is fine. She wants me to read Perfect Strangers by J.T. Gessinger. She said this is like literally one of the best books she's ever read. So I'm going to read this today by the pool. I'm going to smash through this, hopefully get it all read in one sitting, because yeah, she wants me to read it. Says I will like it. I've also, while unpacking, I've listened to half an hour of Beneath the Sugar Sky by Shauna Maguire, because I'm carrying on with the Wayward Children's books. But the reason I'm filming a clip right now before I've got ready is I have 2 Book of the Month boxes to open with you. I think I have 5 books here over like 2 month subscriptions. So back to giant knives in Cole's bedroom, getting into my boxes. The amount of giant knives should be slightly concerning. But yeah, he told me he threw these out when they got here because I didn't ask if I could get books delivered. And I got here and they were in the closet, so I found them. I feel like I thought there was 3 books in one and 2 in another, so I've opened the smaller one, and I think this is the one with 3 books. So this is across April and May, I think. No, April and June maybe, I don't know. So the first book I have in here, oh yeah, it's tiny, is Margot's Got Money Troubles by Ruthie Thorpe. I love the colours, like this is great. So this is, yeah, June 2024. And I just love naked Book of the Month books. I think they look fantastic. This one's really damaged though. Well, not really, but more than you would expect. So as the child of a Hooters waitress and an ex-pro wrestler, Margot Millet's always known she'd have to make it on her own. so she enrolls at her local junior college even though she can't imagine how she'll ever make a living. She's still figuring out things and never planned to have an affair with her English professor, and while their affair is brief, it isn't brief enough to keep her from getting pregnant. Despite everyone's advice, she decides to keep the baby, mostly out of naivety and a yearning for something bigger. Now at 20, Margot is alone with an infant, unemployed and on the verge of eviction. She needs a cash infusion, fast. When her estranged father Jinx shows up at her doorstep and asks to move in with her, she agrees in exchange for help with childcare. Then Margot begins to form a plan. She'll start an OnlyFans as an experiment. So I haven't actually heard much about this at all apart from seeing it on Book of the Month, so I really hope I do like it. Next up, yeah, this has got 3 books in this tiny thing, wow. This is A Talent for Murder by Peter Swanson. I have never read a Peter Swanson book, but this one sounded intriguing. It's very short. Oh, but the black and red. Oh. So this is another book for June 2024. Martha Ratliff conceded long ago she'd likely spend her life alone. She was fine with it, happy with her solo existence, stimulated by her work as a librarian in Maine. But then she met Alan, a charming and sweet-natured salesman whose job took him on the road for half a year. When he asked her to marry him, she said yes, even though she still felt a little bit like a stranger. A year in and the marriage was good, except for the strange blood streak on the back of one of his shirts he's worn to a conference in Denver. Her curiosity turning to suspicion, Martha investigates the cities Alan visited over the past year and uncovers a disturbing pattern: 5 unsolved cases of murdered women. So yeah, I've never read a Peter Swanson. I've heard that he's an amazing writer, so that is that one. And both of these are so short. That's like less than 250 pages, and well, that one's less than 300. I guess it's like Bible paper, isn't it? So we have those 2. And then the other one I got out of here is one of the oldest books that Book of the Month did. It's like when it started. But I have had this on my wish list since I started watching BookTube, and I saw people raving about this book. And it is All the Ugly and Wonderful Things by Bryn Greenwood. It has this like award sticker on it and everything. It was Book of the Year for 2016. Yeah, and all on the back printed Book of the Year 2016. I've heard amazing things about this. As the daughter of a drug dealer, Wavy knows not to trust people, not even her own parents. It's safer to keep her mouth shut and stay out of sight. Struggling to raise her little brother Donald, 8-year-old Wavy is the only responsible adult around. Obsessed with the constellations, she finds peace in the starry night sky above the fields behind her house until one night when her stargazing causes an accident. After witnessing his motorcycle wreck, she forms an unusual friendship with one of her father's thugs, Kellen, a tattooed ex-con with a heart of gold. By the time Wavy is a teenager, her relationship with Kellen is the only tender thing in a brutal world of addicts and debauchery. When tragedy rips Wavy's family apart, a well-meaning aunt steps in, and what is beautiful to Wavy looks ugly under the scrutiny of the outside world. So I've heard amazing things about this book and I wanted to get my hands on it. It's been on my wish list since I heard about it, but yeah, I have grabbed it from Book of the Month. And I'm sad they've changed the bookmarks. This just says Book of the Month. There's no like pun on it. It says Hold the Plot, submitted by Christine H. Indianapolis, member since 2020. Oh, so I guess she submitted that, but like that's kind of boring compared to the ones they usually do. So we have one empty box. So this one's only got 2 in, and I only remember what one of them is. One of them I have had my eye on. Like, I remember saying to Emily and Rachel, like, should I just buy another copy and hey on why? Because I wanted to get it. But I've been patient and I have waited for now. Oh, and the one on top isn't the one I remember. So what's the one on top? Oh, okay, yeah, I remember it now. So the first one in here is The Resort by Sarah Oakes, potentially. So this was a book for February 2024. It was A Vacation to Kill For. And see, this looks chunkier, but this is 350 pages, just not on like Bible paper. Welcome to paradise. We hope you survive your stay. There are 3 rules to follow during a vacation at the famous Koh Sang Resort. 1, leave the past behind. 2, always be careful who you trust. And 3, if someone discovers who you really are, run. There's a lot more in the blurb than that, but I think that is enough to convince me to love it. And oh, I wouldn't pair blue and brown, but it is pretty. It is pretty. It's like a yellowy, olivey. We have this one. So then, the one I've been very excited to get my hands on is A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle Al Jensen. I've just realised the sun is hitting these awfully. And this was raved about. So this was a March 2024 book. Oh, lovely. I've heard fantastic things. This is actually less than 400 pages, just over, just thick pages. And I don't really know much about this, I've just heard people love it. Bound in an unwanted marriage, Freya spends her days gutting fish but dreams of becoming a warrior and of putting an axe in her boorish husband's back. Freya's dreams abruptly become reality when her husband betrays her to the region's Jarl, landing her in a fight to the death against his son Bjorn. To survive, Freya is forced to reveal her deepest secret. She possesses a drop of goddess's blood, which makes her a shield maiden with magic capable of repelling any attack. I'm just going to stop reading because I don't understand fantasy. But apparently this is very fun. Her fate is inked in her blood, it's carved in her bones. This power is Freya's destiny. So I'm going to try and get to that one while I'm out here. I say that, it's a long book, so maybe once we've started July and I'm not doing 30 and 30. See, page is just a number. That's a better bookmark. It's a better shape as well. Here's my book of the month haul. I'm very happy about that. I'm going to read the books I brought with me first, but these are then serious contenders for what I read next. In the same spot, a bit more flustered. I've been at the pool all day, of course Grandma has a pool, so we went and hung out there, and we did stop at the library in town. I can't borrow books because I don't live here, but of course stepmom has a library card, so she sent me with her library card, and I am so happy they had this. I can now finish Empire of Storms just from here, so I can still finish it. Yes, this copy is a little bit beat up. It looks like some people have spilt some stuff in it, to be quite honest. But yeah, chapter 53 is where I am. I can finish this off in the next couple of days and still finish it this month. I also grabbed The Programme by Suzanne Young. Suzanne Young wrote one of my favourite dystopian books, Girls with Sharp Sticks, but two of my least favourite, Girls with Rebel Souls and Girls with Razor Hearts. So I'm going to see if I like this one, but it looks like an easy read. And then I also grabbed, I can't believe they had this, Be Not Far From Me by Mindy McGinnis. I love Mindy McGinnis. I'm sure I'm going to love this. I've been waiting to read this for so long. I don't have my own copy, so glad I had this. And these are all due back on the 5th of July. I just thought it was really cool that we could go to the library and I could take stuff out. So I'm not going to finish them today. Well, I'm not going to finish Empire of Storms today, but I have it so I can read it and I'm very, very happy about it. Here we go, guys. The study of the American Southern gentleman. He just took the trolley back so I didn't have to. Here he comes. He's already spotted the camera. He locked me in the truck. Hi.
The fuck you looking at?
As I said, everybody, Southern gentleman manners is how I started that. We got the before shot. Go on, take your hat off. No. Go on. No. Okay. First ever drive-through car wash. It's fun. Right, Cole, it's fun.
It's a little nerve-wracking.
You're scared for a truck.
I am.
Hello. I was gonna wait to film this vlog clip because of what I currently look like, but you guys have seen me worse. You've seen me way worse. So it is now Monday morning, meaning I need to wrap up this vlog. We've had a lovely first couple days just catching up as if we don't talk every day, but catching up, spending some time together and just not really worrying too much about content or other people, just hanging out, and it's been lovely. So now Cole's gone back to work Monday morning. I need to start really doing something with my time while I'm here, but we've had a lovely weekend. We did the catering for a party on Saturday, which was like the main reason why I came when I did, so I could help out at that party and see the fireworks, which were pretty cool. And then yesterday we kind of stayed in, just had some family time, had a little barbecue, did some burgers, and I did a hell of a lot of reading. So I actually finished 2 books yesterday. The first one I finished was Perfect Strangers by J.T. Geisinger, I want to say. I really thought this was going to be a 3-star book until 75% of the way through. This starts off as a very smutty romance. It's a lot, and I was very confused to why my mother-in-law had given me the book to read and said I was going to enjoy it, because I was like, this is just filth. Then it really takes a turn and I absolutely loved it. I gave it 5 stars in the end. It's definitely got faults, but does that mean I didn't enjoy it? No. I rate purely on enjoyment, we know this. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good time. I don't know who I would recommend it to, but I liked it. So we'll leave it at that. Oh, then the next thing I did is I bought an Apple Watch. So I wanted an Apple Watch at home, and I was looking through the prices, and I think an Apple Watch Series 9, a pink one, which this is, was the best part of £400 at home, and that was the 41mm as well. This is the 45mm, it's the chunky one, and I think I got it for £280. It was like $329, I think. So massive savings on home. Apple products are so much cheaper here, I swear to God. But yeah, so I've got an Apple Watch. I haven't had one for a very long time, and I found that I actually do move and I try and get my steps in when they're being tracked. So I bought this to force me to move because it's getting a problem. I didn't talk about it too much on my channel, but I was dieting for the past 8 to 10 weeks, I think, and it wasn't that successful because I wasn't moving, so I need to move. Anyway, so got that was exciting. Then I finished Empire Storms by Sarah J Maas, and I am so happy I managed to get this out of the library here so that I could finish it. Really feel accomplished, because otherwise this was a book I'd invested 500 pages in for 30 books in 30 days and not finished. So now I finally finished it. Sadly, I have given this 4 stars. It wasn't a 5-star for me, and I will talk about it more in the live show that we do, and the live show is probably around the time this video goes live. I will put it on the screen if it's happened, if it hasn't happened, and the link will be in the description regardless. I felt like we had far too many perspectives. I wanted to be with our main character the whole way through. I wanted to see what was going on, but we just jumped around so much, and I just don't really understand why. It didn't feel necessary all the time. Sorry, I literally just got out of bed. Yeah, it didn't feel necessary to jump around with all the characters so much. So yeah, I would have just preferred to stay with the main character. It also felt like it was a lot of nothing in this book. We had a lot of moving, we had a lot of preparing, and I wanted a bit more action. I don't really know how book 6 works. People say that we don't have a main character, and I don't really know what's going on. Apparently it was novellas that became a full book. I'm not sure. So I'm not putting all my hopes into that book, but I am quite excited to read Kingdom of Ash, and I'm so glad I'm finally getting towards the end of this series. So yeah, Throne of Glass will be done in the next couple months, which is amazing. So yeah, very grateful to the library here for letting me borrow this. Well, it was my mother-in-law's library card, but I got some books out of the library. So it is now 8 AM on Monday morning. I need to wrap up this vlog, get started for my day, get my next book, which is going to be a quick read. I'm very excited about it, and you will hear all about that in the next vlog. But for now, if you got to this point, please leave me a sunshine emoji. I've been having some great weather. I don't think you can tell yet. You can in person that the weather's been good, but I'm gonna go sit in the sun all day today. So a sunshine emoji would be greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for watching this one, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Wait, very quickly, I was giving you a before and after on Cole's hair. He got a mullet, but he hasn't let me film him with the mullet yet, but Cole got a mullet on my suggestion. So back to that. Really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.